Hello, I'm Suzanne, and this is Making It in Maine. And this is something that I made in Maine and have finally finished. This is my quilt made with Hello Lucious fabric. This is not part of the Hello Lucious line, which is a very old line. And I am slow to finish things sometimes. And so this is finally done. Finally done. And this is the backing fabric. And I have more of this, some more of this fabric, bits and pieces of it that I am going to make into sort of a log cabin style quilt. But yeah, I recently finished hand sewing the binding on. So yippee, Suzanne finished something pretty exciting. So let me just fold that up a bit and drape it on that chair, and I'll show you what else I've done recently. I don't know if I mentioned that I was doing this. I think I did in a previous video. It is a composition notebook cover, and I put a ribbon on to keep it closed in case it gets bulked up. And, oops, that's upside down. So here's the front. There are a few slots for pens or pencils. And then on the back is a bigger pocket that you could tuck in things to do with whatever you're making, or if this is a journal, I don't know, ideas that you want to write about, or if it is for quilting, then fabric swatches or patterns, small patterns. I don't know. It's my first time making it, so I have not used it, and so I've been trying to make a few things that people might like to learn how to make, because I believe I also mentioned that I would like to teach people in my community, in my general area, how to sew, how to quilt, how to do other handcrafts that they might be interested in that I know how to do, like rug hooking and miniature needle punch and knitting and a little bit of crochet, things like that. So that's a finish. Woohoo! And here's something else. I've made pillowcases in the past, but it's been quite a while, so I wanted to refresh my memory on that. And I do the kind of pillowcase that gets rolled up like a hot dog, and then you pull it out of the tube. Have you ever done one of those? So that is what this style of pillowcase is, and I can see a loose thread here. Let me just snip that away. So that is the style of this pillowcase, and this is fabric that I bought because I was going to make my granddaughter something with it, and I just decided I didn't like it well enough to make her something with it. Well, actually, I think I did put a piece of this in the little I Spy story quilt. Anyway, here is the pillowcase I made. Yeah, it's sort of Valentine-y, and yet this fabric, accent fabric, is sort of reminds me of snowflakes and Christmas. So they kind of don't go together, but the colors certainly do, and This is like knitting stitches. And this is sort of like mending stitch or visible mending stitch. So anyway, I thought they kind of went together. But you know what I was trying to do with this pillowcase, and I failed. I was being so careful, so intentional, but I didn't do it correctly because I wanted the gnomes to be facing up and down this way, head to toe this way, not this way. So, yeah, hopefully next time I get it right. And did I already mention that the pillowcase has French seams? So that's awesome in that you don't have the frayed edges. You don't have to do an overlock stitch. You don't have to do a zigzag stitch. You don't have to have pinking shears. You don't have to have a pinking shear edge there to fray. So I do love a French seam. And if you don't know how to do a French seam, it's really very easy. You put wrong sides of the fabric together and you sew that seam with, I don't know, 1/8 or something less than 1/4 of an inch. And then you turn it wrong side out, and then you, so that the right sides are then together, and then you do a quarter inch seam, and that closes in all those raw edges. So it's pretty great. If you haven't tried it, I suggest it. All right, what else have I been doing? I have been making good progress on my granddaughter's little I Spy quilt. Let me see if there's a piece of that gnome fabric here. And there is not. I think I just decided I didn't like it well enough to put in here. But anyway, I have been hand quilting along the blue inner and outer, 2 inner borders, and I tied it, but I did not do a square knot for all of them, which was a bad idea. I don't know why. I think I heard someone online, I've actually seen a couple of people online say they just do a regular shoelace kind of knot, or double knot, but so some of them have been coming undone, and I'm going to, once I finish the hand quilting around the 2 inner borders, I'm going to go back and check all of those ties and make sure they are secure. Have any of you ever watched the Jordan quilt videos? I watched them tying a quilt recently, and they just do a regular old knot. But then I've been seeing things online, YouTube popping up about, what happened to Donna Jordan, and I thought it was just trash stuff. So then I did an internet search saying, did Donna Jordan die? And sure enough, she did. Oh, so sad. Her husband came in to talk about her passing at the end of one of her videos that she wasn't able to finish. And, he got emotional, and I got emotional, and I'm emotional just bringing it up to you. Yeah, just very sad, very sad. Death is part of life, but it's you know, it's sad nonetheless. We grieve and, yeah, miss those we love, those who have been in our lives, and just even if they haven't been in our lives, just out of a sense of empathy. All right, so that's what's been happening with this. I've finished all along the innermost border, and I'm working my way around. I've pretty much got three more rounds to go on the inner part of this, and then I'm trying to decide whether or not to do the outer as well. And I think I probably should. So that's that. And something else I'm trying to get done. I didn't know how I was going to secure this house, because the little ones I just hand quilted around them, and that was enough to secure those. But this house in the center is quite large, and I tried using a quilting thread. So this house was blue. It was blue. You see the door is still blue. So the house was blue too. And I tried using a blue DMC heavier weight floss to go around, but it showed up too much on the back, and I didn't like how that looked. Not that anybody's going to see the back, because this is just going to be hanging on a wall, so why did I care now that I'm thinking about it? I tried quilting thread to see if I could get in close enough to the house without it showing and looking weird, and that didn't work. I tried doing the same around the windows with a black thread, and didn't like that either. So what I have taken to doing is I tore the blue off the house, and I'm using the same heavier DMC pearl cotton that I used around all the other blocks, and I replaced the sides of the house with that. And the other day I pulled out the black window, and I'm doing the window in that, so it's kind of going to be a one color house. I don't know if that was the right decision or not. Maybe I should put the black window back and consider that enough to secure that center block. I think it could be. I think it would be. Because as much as I didn't like the idea of the blue showing on the back, you can very much see that simply because of the stitch I was using. I don't even know what stitch that would be. I go in and then out a little further away, and then I think back stitch. I think that's what it's called, back stitch. So anyway, trying to get this done. And while all that is in the works, I am behind in my laundry basket Dahlia Alaska quilt. Block 3 has already come, and I am not done with block 2. So I need to put the pedal on the metal with that before block 4 arrives. that is going to be a wrap for today. I just wanted to let you know what I've been up to and that I am getting things done, finishing things. Woo-hoo! One more thing I forgot to tell you. I finished stenciling half of my floor. I had to go around the edge and I had to cut the template to get close enough to the wall. It's a 12-inch stencil, so trying to, you know, if I only had, you know, say that much to do up against the wall, scrunching it up so that part of it's climbing the wall. Yeah, it was a struggle in places, so I cut the template. Plan to order another one when I get to doing the second half of the room. So my next step is to use some water-based polyurethane and do, I don't know how many coats I'm going to do, at least 2 on that. And then I can move stuff over and maybe kind of get it feeling like a sewing room again instead of hovel, a mess, a jumble. So that is also what I've been up to. Here is the floor, 1/2 done. I hope I don't make you dizzy as I spin around the room to show you the other end, the other corner. Yeah, it is far from perfect. Places are darker than others, and in corners, one corner in particular, it was pretty sketchy, but it's done. All right, dear ones, if you haven't subscribed and you feel so inclined, I would be most grateful if you would do that. To all of those of you who have already subscribed, super grateful. Thank you so much. And why bother? Why should anyone bother? Well, it helps YouTube know that you like what I'm doing, and it gets me out in front of more people so my channel can grow. So that would be awesome. You know, hitting a thumbs up if you like what I'm showing you, what I'm talking about. That also helps YouTube know to keep showing this content and pushing it out to more people. So be awesome if you do that too. If you want to know when a video of mine is landing, you can hit the notifications bell. All of that would be lovely. So that's a wrap for today. From my heart to yours, bye for now.